Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's learn a Python program, that is write a Python program to define a module to find Fibonacci numbers and import the module to another program. So given the module that you have to define a particular module, that is to find the Fibonacci numbers. So you have to use that module and import to another program and start generating the Fibonacci numbers. So Fibonacci numbers are the numbers that is a sequence of numbers that are generated by adding the sum of preceding two numbers. So the base values are 0 and 1. So now if you try to keep adding the values, 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 1 is so you are trying to add the preceding numbers, two numbers, that is 1 plus 1 is something like 2, then 2 plus 1 is something like 3. So you keep generating the Fibonacci series or the numbers. So these are the Fibonacci numbers. Once we are done, so let's define a module. So let me open my project directory. So this is my current working directory. So what I'll do is I'll go to file and let's try to create a new and create a Python file, that is getfib. So this will be my module. So this particular file I'll be using it as a module. So increasing the font size. So now, let's use the function to find the Fibonacci numbers and return it to the main program. So let me define a function, that is generate underscore Fibonacci. So this is my function and I'll be taking the value as n as an input argument to the Python function. So now what I'll do is this is a simple Python function to generate a Fibonacci numbers. So I have already mentioned this program in my previous videos as well. So let's take values a and b. So these are the two variables I'll be taking and initializing to 0 and 1. So these are the base conditions or base values for the Fibonacci number generation. So now what I'll do is I have to store the return value or the result into a list. So let's take an empty list, that is my list equals to empty. So now what I'll do is I'll iterate from 0 to n. So that is the input argument and try to generate the Fibonacci numbers and try to append this to my list. That is for underscore because I don't need the index value in. Let's take the range and give the value as n. So let's iterate from 0 to n and let's try to append the value of a, that is a value to the my list. That is, let's take the my list dot append. So I'll be appending the value of a. So now if the list, that is value of n, is more than 2 or more than n, so let's that is we have to swap the values of a and b, that is a becomes b and b becomes the a plus b. So in Python program, so it is simple, so you can swap the values using only one single line. So b comma a plus b. Yeah, so once the for loop completes, so my list will be having the Fibonacci number stored in it. So once done, so let's use a return function to return the my underscore list. So this is the function that is present in the module, that is getfib. So now let's use this module into our main program, that is this, and let's try to import and call this particular function. So yeah, so let's import the get fib. So this is my module. So yeah, so we have to call this particular function into this main program. So what I'll do is I'll take a user input n, that is a variable, and let's use an input function called to ask a user to enter a number. Yeah, so once the user enters a number, so it will be of string type. So let's convert it into an integer type. So this program actually works only for the positive numbers. If you need a check or some if condition, so you can add that for the negative number. So this particular function that I have written, so doesn't work for the negative numbers. We can add a if value. So I'll not be adding it. So let's directly, that is call the function. So let's take, that is Fibonacci numbers, or just take a numbers variable and call the function, that is getfib dot generate a Fibonacci of n, that is user entered value. So once we get the list of Fibonacci numbers from the module, so let's try to print it. That is for index comma number in, let's enumerate the list, that is list containing the Fibonacci numbers. So let's take the numbers list and try to print the Fibonacci of index is equals to numbers. So let's use a print function and let's use a print formatting here, and let's say, let me minimize this. So here fib of the index is, so let's give colon and let's try to print the number. Yeah, so this is a complete Python program to define a module, that is, I have defined a module that is getfib, and I have imported the module to another program, that is my main program, and we have used a particular function. So this is a complete program. So let me execute this and let me show you how it works. So enter number. So let's give 12. So you can see fib of 0 is 0, etc. So you can see 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, etc. So you can count on closing it. And also, instead of printing the fib of particular index, so you can just print the Fibonacci series, that is, let's say Fibonacci series up to n is, so let's give dot dot dot, and here let's directly print the numbers. So this is another method to print the Fibonacci series up to n terms. So let me execute, and here let's give something like 24. So you can see Fibonacci series up to 24 is this. Yeah, so this is a complete Python program. So I'll give this code in the description of this video. So the module as well as the main program. So that's it in this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.